On this edition of Fuel for Thought with HD Media, I'm going to have a conversation with David Bradley, the acting director of the West Virginia Lottery. I'm going to talk with David while we ride around the Charleston area in a brand new Dodge Durango on a bitterly cold, snowy West Virginia winter day. Our conversation is going to range from how the West Virginia Lottery gives back to the Mountain State to some fun little stuff about David himself. I'm Dylan Vidovich, and this is Fuel for Thought. You ready to take a ride?
I'm ready to take a ride.
Let's take a ride.
All righty.
In this beautiful Dodge right here. On a very snowy, coldest day of the year.
And our parking lot is a solid sheet of ice, I'll tell you.
Yeah. No kidding.
There's a school building authority meeting in our building today, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're giving away money to schools, which we fund them and give money to them to give away to help build new schools, renovate schools. So.
Yeah, David, obviously gas stations and convenience stores are a very familiar stop for West Virginians and really anybody as a whole. So how does the West Virginia Lottery use that connection to reach out to people every day?
Well, I think, we got a lot of retailers out there that are convenience store locations, and, people are, I think, creatures of habit in the morning. They like to stop in and get their gas at a certain place. They like to stop in and get their snacks at a certain place, and, and offering our product and our lottery tickets is beneficial to the state, and we're just thankful and grateful for all of our retailers, and and GoMart does a great job with us, and is a great partner with the West Virginia Lottery, and we're just excited that our products out there, and we're able to offer that at all the locations around the state.
Yeah, and there's something about grabbing a coffee like at a GoMart.
That's right.
Or a snack or anything like that. People stop at convenience stores for all kinds of different things, obviously, not just gas, and one of those things is a lottery ticket or a scratch off. So why do you think it's such a West Virginia tradition for people to do that?
Well, I just think that in this day and age, seems like we're all in a hurry to get somewhere, and it's all about convenience, and everybody likes to stop at their local favorite retailer, and like I said, we're all trying to get somewhere, and also we're grateful for the clerks that work there too, because when you get gas, speaking of passing the GoMart here in Westmoreland, but it's really good that we have that product out there, because when you get your gas or you're getting your favorite snack, and it makes it convenient for lottery tickets too, and but I think in the end, people are going to stop in the mornings at lunch, and we're all so busy, and we're all going somewhere and have to be somewhere.
Yeah, so I've heard that the West Virginia Lottery is actually invested in the local community in certain ways. So can you tell me a little bit about that? What's some of the organizations and things that you guys have partnered with?
Well, I think it's just like you said. All the GoMarts that are around the state are all in the communities, as all of our retailers are out there, and the folks that you see are the folks that you see at church, or you see in the community at a soccer game. But I think that the big thing is you see that the GoMarts and all of our retailers, they sponsor Little League teams. They're helping with youth in the community. They're doing something for their church, and so they are investing in the community, because that's the folks that they serve. So and all of our money at the lottery, when people play and buy a ticket, West Virginia wins, because all of our money supports senior citizen education and tourism. So we do a lot of good out there, and we appreciate those folks that obviously sell our tickets, and the folks that obviously buy our tickets. So for the seniors, we do the Meals on Wheels, and then with the Promise Scholarship is huge. And then, the School Building Authority we give money to renovate schools and build new schools. And then also with tourism, we're able to contribute and help with tourism in the state. So the lottery is invested, just as, or your GoMarts are in the location. So I like to say that when folks out there that are listening and watching, when you play, all of West Virginia benefits.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you to elaborate on some of those points, and you kind of did that for me. So, but on the tourism thing, tell me a little bit what you all do for the West Virginia tourism industry, because obviously that's a big one here in this state's economy now.
So for the state parks, for tourism, we give money also goes to tourism, and there's a state park benefit fund that we try to help with all the state parks around the state.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, so David, what is the best part for you when you see people play and win the West Virginia lottery?
I've been asked that question a lot since in my 35 years, but I'll tell you, the most rewarding thing is just seeing somebody win. And it's not always that $100,000 or $1 million ticket. It's people come in our lobby that win $5, $20, or even $100. But just seeing that smile on that individual's face that comes in, people they just want to win something. And the good thing about the lottery is that seeing somebody win, and I always like to make sure that they understand, encourage people to play responsibly. Mm-hmm. So it's very rewarding for us at the lottery, and when people bring their tickets in. So we see them from $5 to $1 million to the jackpot, and I've been lucky to see them all. And sometimes the most excited person is the person that wins $20.
So you've been working there 35 years.
Yeah, it's been a long 35 years. Time goes quick though.
And now you're the acting director. That's awesome.
I started in security 35 years ago, and came to the lottery, and only product we had was traditional lottery. So I used to ride around and visit all the retailers and visit all the GoMarts around the state, and visit with managers and make sure that they were complying with all of our laws and rules and regulations, and making sure that to see if there was anything that we could do better, and just be an extension of the lottery and a liaison with our retailers and operators out there.
Yeah, so real quick, when you say play responsibly, what do you mean?
Well, we encourage people to play, and like I said, it does a lot of good for West Virginia, but I don't want people out here buying tickets that they only got X amount of dollars, and I don't want them out here spending their lunch money or their money that's needs to go towards supporting their family, or they're buying diapers for their baby. So we always encourage people to play within their budget. We want people to play, but we always want to push the message of play responsibly.
Mm-hmm. So when you stop at a convenience store, David, what's your go-to snack or drink?
Oh man, my go-to's is a Diet Mountain Dew and hot fries every single time. So
I'm just say hold it up.
I got a little Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew here with me today. So yeah, that's my go-to. And I'm like anybody else. I stop at convenience stores, GoMarts, and other stores, and get my gas and snacks. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, so be honest with me. How many snacks do you usually buy when you stop in there?
More than I should. I usually go in for, maybe just to get a drink, and I walk out with hot fries, or sometimes I add a little something extra. But sometimes I don't have very much willpower.
I understand completely. If they were filming a movie about your life, David, who's playing you?
Oh man, that's a tough question, but I'd have to say Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Well.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think that would be my pick.
If you could pick any celebrity to join you on a road trip, who would it be, David?
Oh wow, that's a good one there. To be riding shotgun. I like to talk a lot, so
Well, that's
probably,
good for this.
Yeah, so, probably if I could pick any celebrity to ride along with me would be, I'd probably pick somebody like Michael Jordan would be a good one. I'd want to sit and talk to somebody like that, that I've watched and is idolized, and everybody wants to be like Mike.
Can you talk about local partnerships that are important to the area and ones that create a sense of community in the area?
Our partnerships are very important to us in the community, and we have a lot of partnerships out there where we sponsor fundraisers, and we provide promotional tickets, and we go out to fairs and festivals in the communities, and also we sponsor have sponsorships with the Charleston Civic Center and the Huntington Civic Center. So our sponsorships in the community, it's important that the lottery's out there and giving back to the community, which is so good to us.
Yeah, and what's one partnership that you'd really like to emphasize?
One of our biggest partnerships that we have is First Choice Services, and it's very important to us. And there are folks that provide assistance to folks with problem gaming, and it's 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh, okay.
Network helpline out there. So that's probably one of the most important partnerships out there that we have, because like I said, we always emphasize to play responsibly, and if there's folks out there that do need help, then we want to make sure that we're able to provide that help and make sure that help's available, and it's there through the 1-800-GAMBLER network.
Gotcha. Yeah, so 1-800-GAMBLER, I know that you're not exactly involved with that per se personally, but is that something that you've seen help a lot of people?
I have to believe that it's something that is good out there, and there unfortunately is addiction out there, all types of addiction, but
and gambling's one of them. Yeah.
And if for folks out there for gambling, we want to make sure that we do our part and make sure that help is available for people out there. And all of our commercials and all of our advertising, you'll see the logo on there to please play responsibly. And that's very important to us. While we do a lot of good for West Virginia, I don't want to do it on the backs of folks who can't afford it. And so if you're out there and you do feel like you have a problem, it's totally confidential, and reach out to the 1-800-GAMBLER.
I want to take a quick break from the interview and thank our sponsor, GoMart. There's no better way to start your day than with a cup of freshly brewed coffee and a snack from one of GoMart's dozens of locations across West Virginia, Virginia, and Ohio. So, when you're ready to go for good times, don't forget to go for GoMart. Now let's get back to more Fuel for Thought.
Also with First Choice, it does provide treatment for prevention, awareness, and rehabilitation. So it's an important service that's provided out there for all of West Virginians.
So David, if you were to win the lottery, and I mean really win the lottery, what would be the first thing you would do with that?
Well, first thing I'd do is, you always like to think that if you won that amount of money, that you would do something good for your community or find something good that you can give back to. So, I would like to think that the first thing I would do is, obviously, you want to take care of your family. And you're going to probably have more friends than you ever thought you did. And then, you always want to find something that you can be helpful with to give back to. I always think it's important to give back. So, you have to find a way to a good cause, something that you believe in, and something that that you'd want to give back to the community.
So what is in your job as the acting director, what's the most rewarding part of that position?
I think the most rewarding part of the being acting lottery director and being at the lottery in general is number one, we're so important to the state budget, and the funds that we give and turn over to the state, and goes for such a good cause. There's nothing more important in our state than our seniors. Our education is vital to keeping our young folks and around and making it West Virginia better, and tourism. So making sure that we're on task, and making sure that we meet the budget needs for the state is the most rewarding, obviously, because it does so much good. And I've got kids that I don't want my kids to leave West Virginia. I want them to be educated in West Virginia and stay around and be good citizens, and give back to the communities. And another thing that's very rewarding is, obviously, I've said from day one, is the folks at the lottery, the employees of the lottery. They make the wheel go round, and couldn't do this job without them. And they do a great job, and that's very rewarding. And also, just dealing with the players and the public. Most people that we deal with are happy because they have won something. So, that's also very rewarding. As our employees are great, and dealing with the public.
All righty. Well, David, before we wrap up, would we like to introduce our lovely lady in the back right here?
Well, we got Katie Smith riding around with us. She's our public relations director at the lottery, and she does a great job for the lottery, and she always makes me sound a lot smarter than I really am. And but Katie's responsible for getting the word out there, and does a great job, and promoting the lottery, and making sure that we're relevant, and we're getting our message out there to the press, to the public. And she's just she's just an extension of the lottery, and of what we do. And when I talk about great employees at the lotteries, she's one of those folks that we're awfully proud of, and we're glad to have. So Katie, you want to give a shout out back there? I appreciate everything you do for the lottery and for me.
Yeah, you see, Katie, we didn't want to leave you out. We didn't want everyone to be wondering, everyone watching this to be wondering, who's that lady back there?
It's a random person.
Yeah. She's the one that keeps me in between the lines and tells me what to say. But
I gotta come and make sure he stays on top of me. So.
No, Katie's great, and she's good at her job, and she's great at getting that message out there for the lottery.
Alrighty, David, is there anything else that you would like to add today?
No, I certainly appreciate it, and anytime that we get a chance to promote the lottery and let folks know that when they're playing out there, that it's for a good cause. And if you're out there listening, and whether you're a player or a retailer, know that you're truly appreciated, and when you play, everyone wins, and especially West Virginia.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having us, and I appreciate you taking time. And I will say that I appreciate you being careful on this day.
Yeah, it is about 10 degrees outside today. So
it's 10 degrees, snowy and icy, and I appreciate it.